on the bright side, I mean, the fact that we're at least approaching the end of the Fed rate hikes, that seems to be pretty much what everyone kind of feels is happening. That's really lifted gold a lot because that's pushed the US dollar down. Since gold is priced in dollars, gold is going higher.
Right. But do you think gold, because we saw gold spike last week, traded up to 2030 an ounce at one point. I think on the back, certainly, of that whole banking crisis on Friday, it was Deutsche Bank and it was another European bank and it was all this concern over what's going to happen with the banks. Now, when that calmed down, we saw gold pull back. It was actually trading, at 1980 this morning. But to your point, yes, if the dollar stabilizes, if the Fed stops raising rates, then the dollar will stabilize and actually start to move lower, and that will help the whole commodity complex. Am I right?
Yeah, it just tends to help gold more because gold seems to be more sensitive to the US dollar. Now, over in the energy side of the equation, we have seen both oil and natural gas really come down. Natural gas has just been hammered. However, we're also seeing oil start to find its feet. We are seeing oil stocks lead the way higher. If you're going to invest in energy right now, I would really look for those stocks that are more oily stocks than natural gas stocks. We could continue to see natural gas lag here for a while, whereas oil, we are seeing the global market tighten up.
So why do you think natural gas is lagging? I'm actually surprised that natural gas is doing what it's doing. I suspected it to be stronger.
Right. Well, it is true that it's a global market, but of course, natural gas is one of those things where everything is local because it's more complicated to actually ship that overseas. And so we have a lot of natural gas production here in the US. I mean, as much as the oil industry screams about how they're not actually treated nice, their production is going higher and higher. And as a byproduct of that, and we are seeing more and more natural gas produced. So that leads to kind of a surplus. We had a mild winter, maybe not on the storm side of thing, but on the temperature, like the temperature side of thing, it was a mild winter. So that's really pushed the price of like natural gas down. Now, what could turn that around is if we have a hot summer, but it's still way too early to even think about that right now.
Right.